Hi there, I'm Nikita and welcome to another video on my channel. In this video, I want to share with you 5 tips that will help you write an amazing SOP. To begin with, the very first thing that you should have in your mind when you're writing a statement of purpose is it should not be longer than 1 page. And when I say 1 page, I mean an A4 size sheet. Why I'm saying this? Because when we are sending our application to a team who's going through it, they don't only have your application to go through, but a lot many others. And each application is basically 20 to 25 documents, including your degrees, your SOP, your recommendation letters, etc. and etc. So when you come across an application that has more than 1 page of an SOP, then it actually creates an uneasiness in the mind of the person who's going to read it or who has to read it. I'm saying that because I personally was a part of such a team where I had documents in front of me and I was like, whoa, wow, the student did not put in time and effort in thinking what's relevant and what's irrelevant and what relevant information should be a part of the statement of purpose. So when you're writing an SOP, just make sure that you do not write an SOP that is longer than 1 page, because an SOP has the power of increasing or decreasing the chances of you getting admitted in a university. It's basically human. It's a human tendency that the moment you come across a document which is huge and which technically could be reduced to 1 page, then you just think, okay, now I have to go through it, and you don't really put in too much of effort or attention into it. But the moment on the other side, if you have a document which is precise and short and you know, okay, it's just an SOP, you just go through it and you know, okay, that's the purpose behind why the student is applying to this university. This brings me to my second point: make it precise. The reason why you should have a 1 page SOP is that you should know what information should be put into the statement of purpose and what information can just be thrown away. Make your SOP precise. Make sure that you know, write down in bullet points before you start writing an SOP what are the things that you want to mention in this statement of purpose. Most of the things that you should mention in a statement of purpose is why you want to be a part of this university, why you think you deserve to be a part of this university, your technical qualifications, and something about your passion, why you want to get into this study program. This brings me to my third point: never miss on writing why are you technically qualified to get into this university or an institution or a college you're applying to. The fourth thing you should know is you should always mention after or before or anywhere you feel right. I personally think in the end of SOP, you should always mention what connects you to this university or college, what brings you to this institute. It could be now the ethics they have in providing education, or it could be that it's a very amazing university because it provides amazing jobs in the past. Whatever it is that connects you or brings you to this university should be mentioned in an SOP. If you do not mention that, then it gives a sort of impression that you didn't really go through the website or the information about the university or this institute, and you are just applying here because you have to apply to multiple universities. And this impression, it might sound right now that, okay, so what if the person is getting this impression? But this impression is not really positive. And if you are on that side of the table where you have to read an application and you see, okay, there is this connection missing between the student and the university, then you seem to this thing aside and just move on with the other application. And I'm sure you do not want that. The fifth point is, once you have written your SOP, make sure that you get that SOP thoroughly checked, proofread by at least 2 people who are good in the language you have written the SOP. Most of the times an SOP is written in English language. That's why you should look for people you know are good with the grammar, the sentence framing, as well as the vocabulary. And make sure that these two people proofread your SOP thoroughly. In addition to that, if you're able to afford to buy a tool or an app like Grammarly or something that helps you read your document for you and corrects all the grammatical errors, then go ahead with it. If it is slightly expensive, because I know I personally, as a student, even as a PhD person, I would not buy a tool just because I have to write one document. If you're not able to buy, for whatever reasons, a grammar check tool or an app, then try to find out these applications which offer a free week trial or a monthly trial. But make sure that in addition to any two people who are reading your SOP, plus you buy or you use this tool which can roughly go through your grammar. Once you have gone through these 5 points and you keep these things in your mind, you can create an amazing SOP. Much love.